The streets of Aveloria are quiet but tense, remnants of a magical battle visible in shattered lanterns and scorched rooftops. Serin Vale, a young apothecary, weaves cautiously through the city, her pulse quickening at the sight of lingering magical residue on the stones. She senses whispers of the past, fragments of magic calling her name. Her hands twitch instinctively, and for a moment, her powers flare shards of glass float and spin around her like fireflies. Meanwhile, Kael Draven patrols the edges of the city. His dark eyes scan the shadows as he navigates rooftops. Every step a reminder of battles survived, but not won. When Serin accidentally releases the artifact, a shockwave of light and magic tears through the market square, drawing Kael to her in seconds. Sparks of uncontrolled energy leap between them, startling Serin, yet binding them in an instant connection that feels ancient and unavoidable. They are both aware this is no ordinary incident. The artifact has chosen them. Guards with enchanted weaponry appear, their spells flaring against the artifact's protective aura. Serin tries to contain the energy, but every movement draws Kael's aid. They leap across rooftops, dodging arrows of light and fire, hearts pounding in unison. Their trust is untested, and yet instinct keeps them together. Through the labyrinthine alleys, whispers of rival factions awaken shadowed figures that have been waiting for centuries to seize the artifact. Serin's magic reacts violently, summoning illusions of beasts that attack the pursuers, giving them only a temporary reprieve. By the end of the chase, they are both aware their escape is temporary, and the artifact has tied their fates together irrevocably. Hiding in an abandoned tower, they exchange their first honest words. Kael reveals scars, both physical and emotional. Serin admits her fear of losing herself to power she cannot yet control. Lightning flashes outside, illuminating the tiny room filled with broken magical relics. The air between them hums with tension, fear, desire, and mutual reliance all collide. Serin practices controlling minor sparks, while Kael instinctively shields her from rogue magic. By dawn, their bond has taken root. They are no longer strangers, but partners bound by danger and mutual discovery. The first act closes with the understanding that running is no longer an option. They must face what is coming together. Serin and Kael journey to the Veiled Forest, a magical zone where trees glow faintly and the ground hums with old magic. Shadows move unnaturally. Creatures made of smoke and starlight stalk the edges of their vision. Every step forward tests their ability to trust each other implicitly. As a misstep triggers, traps, or awakens the forest's guardians. Serin struggles with surges of power that lash out unpredictably, while Kael restrains his own darker instincts, fighting an urge to dominate the chaotic energy around them. Together, they navigate collapsing vines, floating stones, and spectral illusions. Their coordination growing with every near-death encounter. Even as they survive the forest's dangers, emotional battles rage. Serin wrestles with guilt and fear, worried her growing abilities will hurt Kael or worse, the world. Kael fights an instinct to control or suppress her magic, fearful that his half-demonic nature may override his humanity. Sparks of magic dance in the water around them, symbolizing their passion intertwined with danger. The forest becomes a crucible where love is forged under fire, and every moment apart feels unbearable. As they near the artifact's resting place, they encounter a former ally turned traitor. This figure attempts to seize the artifact, revealing hidden agendas and ancient rivalries. Serin and Kael must combine wits, magic, and combat skill to escape a deadly trap. During the fight, Kael is injured, forcing Serin to tap into untested powers, resulting in both awe and fear of her own potential. This moment solidifies their bond, but also foreshadows the sacrifices required. Their love is no longer safe, is a weapon and a vulnerability. The artifact awakens fully, creating a rift in time and space, showing visions of possible futures where one dies to save the other. Serin realizes that the path she thought was safe is now a moral crucible, requiring ultimate sacrifice. Kael confronts the possibility of losing her forever. Their trust is tested, tempers flare, and emotional stakes peak. This sets the stage for the climactic decisions in Act 3. The final battle occurs in the floating Skyspire, orbiting a stormy moon. Platforms of glowing crystal sway over clouds of magic-charged air. Factions clash with explosions of elemental energy, lightning slicing the darkness. Serin channels her full powers. Kael fights alongside her, controlling his darker impulses. Every step is a gamble. One misstep could mean instant annihilation. As the artifact reaches critical instability, Serin realizes the only way to prevent catastrophe is to bind it to herself, losing much of her own magic. Kael, seeing her readiness to die for the greater good, binds his powers to hers, stabilizing her life. Their physical and emotional synchronization culminates in shared sacrifice, a mix of agony and relief as the artifact's energy is neutralized. They stand together, exhausted but victorious, having endured the ultimate test of love and trust. The city of Aveloria begins to heal. Lanterns are lit again, magic pulses stabilizing. Serin and Kael, scarred and matured, walk hand in hand through the recovering city, aware that the world remains dangerous. Their love, tempered by fire and sacrifice, has grown stronger. Loose threads hint at new threats and future adventures. But the story ends with a bittersweet victory where love survives, magic endures, and hope is reclaimed.
If this story made you pause for a moment, subscribe for more stories that matter.